Welcome back. Before I begin, I'd like to explain that I haven't uploaded for a little while because I needed to step back from some of the negativity for just a bit and take care of my own well-being. But I wanted to get this story out there in the hope that it helps find this gorgeous, funny little girl who is still missing. 4-year-old Cleo Smith was last seen on Saturday, October 16th at about 1:30 a.m. in a family shared tent at McLeod's Blowhall campground, about 70 kilometres north of Carnarvon in Western Australia. Cleo's mother, Ellie Smith, and her partner, Jake Glidden, put her to sleep on the Friday night and spoke to her again at around 1:30 a.m. when Cleo asked for a drink. But when they woke up around 6:30 a.m, she was gone. After searching for her around the campgrounds, Ellie Smith called 000 to report her missing. An extensive search was launched and included mounted section officers, helicopters and ADF drones. Police have searched in and under shacks around the rugged area. Other campers were interviewed and a search of all vehicles leaving was undertaken before the campground was closed. It's now been 5 days since her disappearance and police hold grave concerns for Cleo's safety. Reports by other campers that the sound of squealing tyres were heard at around 3:30 a.m. that morning are being investigated, and the fact that Cleo's sleeping bag is also missing add to their concerns.
Be found alive. We still have grave concerns for Cleo's safety, hence why time is of the essence and we're throwing as much as we can at this investigation.
Police are investigating the possibility Cleo was abducted, with officers around the state urged to be on the lookout.
The reality is, if we do explore the scenario that there is third-party involvement and Cleo has been taken from this area by somebody, we are in day 4, they could be anywhere. So that is why it's really important we get the message out.
Authorities were also reportedly looking into between 10 and 20 known sex offenders in the surrounding areas for a possible link to Cleo's disappearance. Further details on their identities has yet to come to light. Cleo's biological father, Daniel Staines, was interviewed at Mandurah, about 1,000 kilometres south of the Blowholes campground, in an effort to help with the investigation. Police say they are satisfied that Mr Staines has no link to his daughter's disappearance. Cleo's mother moved to Carnarvon in January 2019 before meeting her current partner, Jake Glidden. Mr Glidden bought a home for the growing family in April this year. Cleo's mum and stepdad appealed for information in a press conference on Tuesday.
So Friday night we came obviously to the Blowholes. We got here about 6:30, it was just before dark. We were able to put the tent up, put our gazebo up, get everything ready for both the girls so then they could go to bed. We made them dinner. Cleo, she went to bed probably about 8 o'clock. Our little one had dinner. She went to bed. We had dinner. We went to bed. That was about it. We went to sleep. Cleo woke up at 1:30 and wanted a drink of water. I got up, got her some water, and yeah, she went to bed. I checked on Isla, made sure Isla was okay. I got back in bed, and that was it really. We went back to sleep, woke up to Isla wanting a bottle. As we passed the divider, I went into the other room and the zipper was open. Cleo was gone. And that was about it for Saturday morning until everything started.
So the zipper to the outside?
Yeah.
And you mentioned Cleo was gone, so you looked down and...
Yeah, so basically how the tent was we had Cleo was on a mattress, our little baby was in a cot right next to her. We had a divider, and then we were on a blow-up mattress as well. And yeah, she was gone. The tent was completely open. It was about 30 centimeters from being open, and I mean, I turned around to Jake and I just said, like, Claire's gone.
What happened from there?
Well, basically, like, obviously we went and, like, went looking, checking, making sure, like, you know, she wasn't around the tent. And then we got in the car, like, you know, driving around everywhere we could. We grew up here. We literally grew up, you know, probably like 100 meters from literally where our tent was where we stayed at the same age. So we just looked everywhere that we went as kids, and we couldn't find her. And then we realized, like, well, we have to call the cops, like, she's not here. And then yeah, we called the cops, and then just all went into motion.
What was going through your mind at that time?
Everything. Part of me was thinking, like, you know, like, where is she? She needs breakfast. She, you know, like, you know, what's she doing? I just, everything was going through my head.
It's been 4 days now. Tell me about that, the last 4 days.
They've been horrendous. We haven't really slept. We've had so much family help us and support us. But, you know, like, everyone asks us, like, what do you need? And really all we need is a little girl home.
What do you think has happened to Cleo?
I don't know. And I wish I did. No idea. There's probably a million things that I've thought of, and everyone else, and, you know, as everyone tells us, you know, they're searching every angle that we probably have thought of. Yeah, I guess the worst part is, like, we can't do anything more. It's out of our hands, so we just feel hopeless and out of control.
Can you tell me about Cleo?
Oh God, yeah, she's beautiful, delicate. She has, like, the biggest heart. She just so funny. She loves rocks. She collects rocks. She loves makeup and dressing up. She, you know, every day wants to wear a princess dress. She's beautiful. She's so sweet. Yeah, she's everything that you'd want in a little girl to grow up, and yeah.
What's the information you would like to get out there, and what would you like to ask people to do?
You know, like, we get inundated with people messaging us saying, like, you know, maybe we've seen her here, maybe we've seen her there.
And just report it.
Report it is, like, all we can ask you to do. Because we can't do anything. You know, if you see something, report it. It doesn't matter if it's small or big, or if you're sure or not. Like, we want our little girl home. And
just anything, report it. Yeah.
People have mentioned that Cleo is perhaps not the kind of child who would wander off. Just tell me about that.
She isn't. She would never. She won't leave my side if I'm walking in the shops. I mean, I live 5 minutes from the shop. She won't even walk that far. She's
Pretty lazy.
yeah, she's lazy when it comes to walking. She won't ride her bike very far because all she wants to do is just go in the bottom of our pram, and she would never leave us. She would never leave the tent. She's wearing, when she left, she was wearing a jumpsuit, and she can't go to the toilet without my help unzipping it and going, and she would come get me just like she did with her water. She would never leave that tent alone.
Do you think someone knows where Cleo is, or someone?
Someone has to. It's been 4 days. And yeah, they have to.
Do you fear someone has taken her?
We hold hope that, she's here, because if I think about her being taken, it's pretty, a million other things cross her mind. But I mean, that's why everyone else has their job, because that's what they're here to do, to find her.
Can you tell me about that massive search that you've seen taking place?
Everyone's doing everything they can.
Everything they can, yeah.
I mean, we sit and watch it every day and all night, and
Yeah, it's going day and night. You can see it happening.
it's going, and we're just watching it happen. They've been amazing updating us, but every time we get a call, we just always think, like, is this our call that she's home? Is this our call that we sit and watch the sand dunes, and we just think that she's just going to run down it and back into our arms, but we're still waiting.
How are you feeling right now?
How I'm feeling is how I never want any mother to feel with their child.
How would you imagine Cleo might be feeling?
Scared.
Terrified.
And you have a lot of support from the community and family and...
Yeah, everyone's been great.
The community's been amazing. Our family's been amazing. We've got a huge support system with our family. We've still got people flying here.
All the community offering to help.
The
assisting.
community's been amazing. We've got people everywhere, and we're gonna find her. We have to.
Can you tell me a little about your family with the four of you? You live in Carnarvon, you go on camping trips like this. Can you talk me through some of that?
Well, this was
This is
our
our
baby's first
Yeah.
camping trip.
Got a 7-month-old baby.
It was a brand new tent. First time we'd used it, so obviously we were trying to work out all the
Yeah.
flaws that could come with it, but this was never something that we
expect
ever
this.
thought would have happened.
And what do you like to do, the four of you, spend time together?
We go fishing, camping,
hang out at the beach.
Cleo's terrified of the water. She doesn't go into the ocean. Loves the pool, but ocean not so much.
Sand castles and playing the
she-
sand.
Yeah, she'll play in the sand.
She's learned to ride her bike without a training wheel, so
Yeah,
we brought that up.
We brought her bike so then she could ride around basically where we all grew up. So she was gonna keep learning to ride with no training wheels, as she calls them, stabilizers.
And is work and school here in Carnarvon?
Yeah, I work in town at the beauty salon. Jake works
Is
at
that Rio? Like,
Rio. Cleo goes to school at St. Mary's.
What's giving the two of you hope right now?
I know she's strong. Cleo was born 8 weeks early. She was premature, and she's been strong from the day she was born. So I know she can get through whatever she's going through.
And for people keeping an eye out, can you Tell me, what does Cleo look like and what was she wearing?
She's fair skin, quite skinny, slim, honey blonde hair, hazel eyes, just beautiful. She probably wouldn't really look comfortable, or she would be terrified. She would be so scared.
If someone does know where Cleo is and isn't providing that information, what would be your message for?
Please tell someone.
Just report it. What if it was your child and someone knew and didn't say something? Yeah.
Any news can help.
And just lastly, so the last 4 days you've been sort of here just waiting on any news, and
Yeah, we've been close by. We haven't left. Just waiting for her to come home, so we could take her home.
Cleo was last seen wearing a pink, purple, one-piece sleep suit with a blue and yellow pattern. If you have any information, no matter how small, please call Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000.